And you're what age at this time?
16.
16.
Yeah, so I go over there, and then when we had an excursion, and we had to go pick up all these people, and I didn't know how much people it was, and they told me, here, just take the car, boom, and they gave me the keys to the excursion, to the big truck. So 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 I'm like, okay. He goes, look, pick them up, and then I'm gonna go behind you, like in case the cops or the border patrol, and I'll be blocking from the back so they can't get you. That's what he told me, right?
You believe it, huh?
Yeah,
You're
of
young,
course.
yeah.
And then I was thinking, man, I'm gonna do it. I want him to see that I got it, that I could do this, you know. So I was 16, and then so we go into this like dirt road, and I see all these people come out, bro. It was 28 people,
Really?
28 illegals trying to cross over here,
Wow.
and I don't know how they fit, but they fit.
They fit.
They fit, bro. And as soon as I'm coming out off the dirt road, there's a school there, and there's a border patrol coming out like this, and I'm coming in like this. So as soon as he sees me,
Yeah.
I punch it. Boom! I step on it, and I'm driving. From that point on, it started. The pursuit happened.
Wow.
And I went on a pursuit for like 40 minutes, and this was in Tucson. So I drove all the way to Tucson and got off on the streets. The whole time they're trying to do maneuvers on me to try and make me stop,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't stop. They'll do this one where like one of them goes here, one here, and they'll try to pin you to the side like that, and I will press the brakes and go around the other side. They got one in the front, one in the back, and me in the middle like this too, and I was able to wiggle out and keep on going.
And this is with 28 people in the back.
28 people in the back.
Bro.
I'm 16.
Wow.
And then they tell me they're gonna shoot you. They're gonna shoot you. And when I look to my window, the border patrol's pointing his gun at me.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was like, he can't shoot me, because if he shoots me, everybody dies, right?
Yeah.
So I keep on going. He doesn't shoot me, but I still felt like, what if he does shoot? You know?
You're ready, huh?
I was like, man, what if he does shoot though? You know. So I kept going, and I got off, not where I was supposed to, but in another exit. And the border patrol went up on off ramp, and they stayed there. I went on the street, and they stopped. They stopped the pursuit.
Wow.
But they communicated with the police,
department?
and they said, hey, we're looking for this truck. Keep your eyes out, you know. So I went, and I forgot, bro. Like, the adrenaline was so high, I completely forgot where I was supposed to go. So I went to the back of these apartments, and I parked the excursion, and I got off there with all the people.
Dang.
There was a guy that was there living there, and I told him, hey, if you let me put all these people in your room, I'll give you $500 right now. They're gonna come pick them up right now. He goes, let me talk to my brother-in-law and my sister. I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm inside the truck. I changed my gear. I put another clothes on and everything. But I had a nice haircut. They had given me a brand new haircut. So I had a hat on. I had an old shirt on, and I was sitting in the back of the truck, and we had the AC on, and all the people were on the wall, and I was inside the truck. And it's crazy because people were like, man, that was crazy, dude. I didn't think we were gonna make it, blah 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 blah. So we're talking, and the helicopter goes by, right? And I'm looking through the window, and I'm like, oh man, you know. And I'm like, man, I hope this guy hurries up. So while I'm waiting there, a big truck shows up with two bald guys, tattoos everywhere, and they park right behind me, and they get out with like some rifles, like assault rifles, and they're like, get down now. So I get off, and I'm like, man, they got me, dude. And I'm like, maybe I can get away, right? So they put cuffs on me, and they sit me down, and all the people are behind me. I'm on the curve, and I remember I had my wallet. So I grabbed my wallet, and I threw it under another car. And I'm like, I don't want them to see my ID. Like, it was like a school ID.
Yeah.
But I still didn't want them to see that I was going to school, because they're going to know why is this guy having ID?
Yeah.
You know? Like, they're going to know that I'm pinned to that, you know?
Yeah.
So I got rid of it, and then they were asking me, where's the driver? I'm like, I don't know. He
Se
left.
fue, no
se
sé.
fue. In Spanish.
All in Spanish, huh?
Yeah, se
No
fue,
sé,
no
señor,
sé.
la verdad.
What did he have on? I'm like, no sé, pantalón negro.
Un gringo, algo, no sé.
Yeah. So I lied to them, and they're like, the guy's like, I'm gonna have to talk to you again. So he sits me back down, and the border patrol that pointed at me with the gun, he shows up. So there's all these border patrol cars.
Dang.
And he shows up, and he goes, that's him right there. He goes, that's him.
Dang.
Take off his hat. And I'm like, oh. And so they pull my hat off like that, and they see I have a nice fresh cut. And then and he goes, that's him. And he was going to slap me, bro.
Really?
He was coming straight at me, and another border patrol grabbed him and turned him around.
Wow.
Yeah, so the sheriffs arrested me. They took me to the station, They even gave me a Coke, my last Coke. They're like, what do you want to drink, Pepsi or Coke? I'm like, Coke. I kind of felt like, oh man, this is cool, like,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah,
But
and you're young, dude.
yeah.
16 at the
But
time.
you know what's crazy? My friends showed up and they took 11 people. So
What do you mean they took 11 people?
So when I was there, I called my friends and they showed up and they took 11 people.
Oh, the people trying to cross.
Yeah, the people trying to cross.
They took 11
So
with them.
17 stayed behind. So when
Bro, I'm still tripping out. You really fit that many in the excursion?
yeah, bro.
Bro.
So how much? 17 plus 11? It's 28.
28.
Yeah.
Bro, me and my cousins, bro, we packed out some cars before, but 28 people in one excursion.
I flipped almost twice while I was on the pursuit.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And then I came out in the newspaper for Tucson, Arizona too.
Wow.
When I was in the print, when I was doing, because they gave me a year.
I was gonna say, what time did they give you, or what?
They gave me a year because they were like, well, he's his first time.
You're
and
a juvenile still.
Yeah, I was a juvie, and people were sending in letters like, oh, he's a good kid. He's just been hanging out with wrong people. Blah 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 blah.
What's the charge for that?
I had
like
crashed. Huh?
It's human trafficking?
Yeah. They call it aiding and abetting.
Oh,
yeah, aiding and abetting illegal aliens. Yeah, but I had all these charges. They were going to give me 5 years because I had crashed into them with my truck. So when I was trying to get on the freeway, when they first saw me, the Border Patrol, he went, like, you go like this, and then you make a left, and you get on the ramp.
Yeah.
Well, I went like this, and he just cut straight through. So I hit him with my truck, boom, to get off the way, right? And I hit him, and then I got off, and then I hit him again, boom. So I had assault on federal officers.
Wow.
So they were trying to get me, you know? And I did 2 months, and they sentenced me to 11 months. So I was like 5 days from a year.
Wow.
And it's crazy because I remember when I was over there, bro, I was writing a letter, and the lady that worked there, the CO, she was like 20 years old. And she's like, and then there is like cell living. You live in a cell, and it's just you, and you have a restroom, you have a table, and you have like shelves and stuff. You could pretty much live there,
Yeah.
just to spend that time there. So I had 6 months left to go, and I was there, and it was nighttime, and there's these trap doors they open, and they serve you your food through there. So mine was always open, and she goes over there, this girl, and she's like, hey, come here, and I'm like, what happened? So I get up, and she's like, hey, you're Wilner Menjivar. I'm like, yeah. And she goes, hey, I saw you on the news.
Wow.
You came out. I saw your newspaper too. She goes, and I was thinking, man, hopefully he shows up over here. I think I'm going to see him over here. So she was like, hey, I just wanted to let you know, like, we saw you. That's so crazy that you're here.
That's
and
wild.
I'm like, really? She goes, yeah. She goes, probably when you get out, you could search up the newspaper and you can see it.
That's crazy.
So she will hook it up. She'll take me out to go work at night, do laundry and like buff the floors and stuff. And she'll bring me like burritos, and she'll bring burritos and hamburgers. So I was having a good time,
That's probably some of her family. There some of her family in that excursion, bro.
Oh, I don't know.
Su tío, algo, bro. Gracias.
Got him over.
Dude, that is crazy, bro. At such a young age.
Yeah.
Bro, and then, so talk to us about that. So you get out. Wait, so you're serving in Arizona at the time? You're serving the time there? Or did they push you over here?
No, so from Arizona, they sent me to Coolidge, Arizona. I got sentenced from Coolidge, and they sent me to Safford, Arizona. So I got transferred to like a juvenile penitentiary.
Dang.
So the oldest they go there was 24 years old. Yeah, 24.
Bro, that's crazy. Dude, I'm tripping out. That's wild. Okay, so you get out, and now what? How do you come back here?
Yeah, I come back. I was actually sober. My mom had moved to Inglewood, and I was sober for like a year and a half, bro. But it was my first time on probation. I was on federal probation, and I wasn't responsible. I wasn't high, but I just wouldn't wake up to go drug test, and it was early in the morning. So like, if you ever drug tested like that, like there comes a point where like you have to pee so bad that like you have to go, and I will pee and I will miss the piss test. So I'll be like, man, now I have to wait again. So I would tell them I can't pee, and they'd be like, okay, then you're dirty. We're gonna mark you as dirty. So I started getting violations. I was a year and a half clean, but then I got violated for they thought I was dirty, and they gave me like 6 months, and I was 18 at this time already. So I went in at 16, got off at 17. I was 18 when they gave me my first violation, and that's when they took me to to the big federal jail here in LA called MDC.
And is that in downtown?
Yeah, it's by the 101 freeway.
Yeah,
it's
like
a
right
white
there,
building.
huh? I always wondered, like, do I see ladies sometimes? They're laughing, right? I was with the girls one time, and there's like this lady out there, like, happy birthday, everything. And I ask Andrea, I'm like, Andrea, would you do that for me? And she's like, that's ghetto. I was like, you're not down or what? You gotta be down for me if I do some time for the gospel or something.
There was this lady that took a mariachi in a banda.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's a ride or die right there.
Another there, yeah.
Imagine.